YouTube? JBarn2024 here, and today we're going to be doing Let's Build a GameStop. It was what had the most votes, so that's what we're gonna do. I believe the building size is going to be 23 by 40. I've never built this before, so I just went off my local GameStop. The blocks you're gonna need are brick, sandstone, glass, red wool, the darker gray wool, white wool, um, glowstone, and whatever you want the roof to be. I end up using the nether brick or whatever, but if you want to use like stone or whatever. But the first row will be sandstone, and then we'll be going up with the brick, and then we'll go over to the door area, and we'll be putting glass in there. And I think we go up 4. I end up going up more, but I didn't really think it out, and I just kept going up, and I was like, wait, that looks really retarded. But I apologize about that. I ended up getting rid of the last 2, so just go 4 up with the glass. And then we'll be going with sandstone, 2 up, and then I think we skip 1 over. And then we go with the brick over that. I apologize if this does not look like your GameStop. I know most GameStops are either in the mall or in a shopping center, so I just made one. I made it look like the one that I live close to. So like I said, I apologize if it doesn't look like yours. And of course, we can't write GameStop in the front, so I end up just putting GS on the very front of the building, and GameStop's on the side. So after you get those 2 blocks, you're going to be going 5 out with the sandstone. And I ended up making this really short right here because I wasn't sure what I was going to do on the sides, but I ended up writing GameStops on the sides, so I make it a lot longer. Like I said, it's 40 long. So just ignore that part where I stop it right there, because you have to actually go a whole lot farther. I was just like, well, this GameStops are small, so I'm gonna make it small. And then I realized that, some people might not know what GS is, so I end up writing it on the side. So you can make it as long as you want. If you want GameStop on the side like I put it, then it needs to be 40 long. If not, then you can make it as short as you want. But after you get this sandstone on the bottom foundation, you go over the top with brick, because at my GameStop there's only glass like where the doors are, and that's it. There's no windows or anything. So you pretty much just brick everything. And we end up going up 1 more because, as you see, we would not be able to make the G. So I think we go 9 up altogether. And I end up changing it and putting sandstone on the top. I apologize that I messed up, but I wanted it to look uniform with the bottom, so I end up changing that. But there's your G. You make the G white, and then the S you will make red, because game is white and stop is red for the GameStop logo, I guess you could call it. Oh, never mind. We end up going 10 high. So on the first one and the last one, the top one, the 10th one, you'll be making sandstone. Because it just didn't look right without the top being sandstone, or at least not to me. So we are going to do that really quick. I think I only end up doing 1 side, and then I pause it so that you wouldn't have to see me just replacing the same block over and over, because I know that's kind of annoying and everything. So I end up doing it 2 different ways on the sides where it says GameStop. end up doing the game white and the stop red, of course. But I also put dark gray wool in between the lettering and on the outside of it on one side and not the other, so you guys can choose whichever way you want. And I put a few lights in right here, one on each side of the door, and then one on the side of the G and one on the side of the S, just to light it up a little bit at nighttime. But you'll see what I'm talking about with the Gamestop logo. Get a little bit of swiftness so I can lay these blocks I just could not spit it out. So I can put these blocks down a little bit faster. I guess you guys can leave comments in this video of what you guys want me to do next. I'm not real sure. I'll probably either do like a Wendy's, because I got some requests on it, or I might do something like that. Just whatever you guys want me to do, make sure to leave it in comments so I know what to do next. I have a large list of things I want to do, but I'd rather put out what you guys want to watch and put in your city first before I get to those things. So if you want me to build anything, just let me know in the comments below. And if you do enjoy this and you think it looks good, then make sure to hit that like button, because it does let me know that you guys are liking what I'm doing. And I appreciate all your guys' feedback and all your likes and comments and everything. It really helps me. But like I said, we're going to be writing Gamestop on the side. And I think I get game up, and that's it. And then I have to extend it out. I wish there was a way that we can make smaller blocks, but we don't have mods on Xbox 360. That'd be cool if we could, though, because you know, these big letters on the sides of buildings sometimes looks goofy, but gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. We're pretty much going to do everything in this episode. It's going to be a longer episode than usual. It's going to be about 20 minutes, I think, but I just decided to put it into one whole video so everybody could not have to wait for part 2. So hopefully you guys have the time to watch all 20 minutes of it. If not, I understand. You can skip past, though, and get to the parts where you need be. And now we're going to write the stop. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. I better stop before copyright issues. Don't want to get a strike. And there we go. We got the Gamestop on the side. I had a few more. I had 3 more blocks, I think. And I'm about to pause it, I believe. But you just do the exact same thing on the other side. And on the back side, all you do is brick it and put the sandstone in the places where need be. Just get rid of this little wall here because I totally screwed up. But I am going to pause it. And you see me counting it out, but it's 40 long, like I said. So I'm going to pause this. And we're back. So as you can see, I'm going to take you to the side. See, I put the darker gray around the letters on Gamestop. And on the other side, I just left it on the planar side. You guys can choose which side or which way you want it. On the flooring, I use the darker gray as carpet. And on the top, I use nether brick for the roof. You can use whatever you want, like I said. Where I put the lights is on the last block before it goes in the indentation line, and the second in the center I lined it up with a door, and then also just like on the right side I did it where the indentation is, and I just put a block of glowstone every other one, and I also lined it up with the fence, the nether brick fence or whatever it is. And Jack Topman, he's one of my Xbox buddies. He's from the UK, I believe. But he came in and he helped me with this. I didn't even know he was going to join. He just came in and helped me. So I appreciate that. Shout out to you and thanks for the help. What we're going to be using mostly on the inside is we're going to be putting the bookshelves on the against the wall, against the brick. And then we'll be going on the outside of it with stone slab. You'll see what I'm talking about. But we just go 3 up with the bookshelves. And then on the outside of it, we do the stone slabs. So it looks like it's shelving and that there's like games on the inside of the shelving. And I was just going to put stone down, but it just looks a lot different than the stone slabs. So I end up just taking this off because I didn't like the way it looked, so I just used stone slabs all the way. So just go on the outside of it and cover it up, make it one long one, or one big aisle basically. And that's all we're going to do basically all the way around except where the workers are, their little desk and stuff. We'll be putting down red wool, and we're going to start it right here. At first I used the dark wool, but it just didn't look good with the carpet because it matches. So I end up using the red wool because I think the red looks better for the counter. You guys can use whatever you want though. And I end up going about halfway. And then I just fill in to the right, just like we did to the left, just with bookcases and the stone slabs. And I basically just do that all around the whole store. You just go 3 up and then you go over it and on the outside with the stone slab. Pretty easy. I think that's why this episode is quicker, because we don't do a whole lot to the inside. We just basically keep it pretty dull because, I mean, Gamestops aren't, I don't know, they're not really all that nice on the inside. It's just video games, so hopefully you guys like this. So basically we just do the same thing all the way over. And every time you want like a new aisle to start, you can just go all the way with the slabs. Like right here is where a new aisle would start, because that's where excuse me, that's where it stopped on the other side. So if you want it to line up, you can do that. If not, then just do whatever the heck you want. Just fill it in wherever you want. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I think I'd end up doing it like every 8 blocks. I put it all the way up with the stone slabs, so it looks like an owl or a new owl. And I'll definitely come back and show you when I'm finished what it looks like, the complete project, because I end up putting in a few TVs with the black wool, and I put in I think Jack Topman puts like a little place where it looks like a controller basically, and the system where you can play under the TVs and stuff. So I'll come back and show you that, and show you what it looks like completely done, pretty much. And I think I added a few more owls like in the middle, so there's not so much space everywhere. So much open space, I guess you could say. But I think it looks pretty good on the inside. I think it looks kind of like a Gamestop. Hopefully you guys agree. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just walking around. And here I try to put like little sections. I don't know about your GameStop, but my GameStop has like little sections where they have like used games basically that are really cheap. They have them in like little containers right here. And I was gonna do that, but I couldn't get it to look right, so I ended up not doing that. I just waste about 2 or 3 minutes just trying to get it to look right, and then I'm like, screw it, I'm not gonna do it. Because I was gonna do it like this, but you have to go over it like this right here, so it looks like there's a little spot in the middle to hold games. But if you're standing, you can't see it anyways. So I was just like, never mind, I can't do it. So we'll just keep those shelves. That's enough. And then I'm looking for a fence gate, and I don't find it because I'm retarded and I haven't played this game forever. I finally find it, and then he's already got it down. Yay! So on this inside part, this is where the workers are. Their little studio. I don't know why I just called it a studio. I put a few bookshelves here, so it looks like that's where their new games are. Their brand new games, or their little display section, I guess you could call it. Then under the bottom, we go with the red wool. And over the top, we'll go with the red wool also. And then we're going to put a few little chests here, so that could be like, that's where they hold all the games. They take the games out of the case, and they put them behind the shelves, behind the counter and everything, so people don't steal. So that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to put down like 4 big chests. And you can fill that up with disc if you want to. We have a cash register right there. I think it's starting to come together. Look pretty good. And there's Jack Topman. Say hello, hello. Thank you for your help, Jack. Thank you, Jockey. I didn't have my mic on, so I was just trying to get his attention and say, hey, thanks, but but anyways, I'm going to pause this now, and I'll show you what I do with the rest of the stuff. I will be right back. And we are back. As you can tell, we put TVs above pretty much every little section. Put a total of, I don't know, 6 or 7 TVs. And above each section, we put what they are. This is the Wii. Turn the system on, play the game, yay! Over here, we got the Wii U, PlayStation 3, we got the PS Vita, the Xbox 360, And this is just used game section, I guess, but it still has a spot where you can play. Over here we got some titles: Black Ops 2, Skyrim, Dead Island, Riptide. Let's see, we got Battlefield 3, Grand Theft Auto, TV behind. Get your disc and all the cases. And that's pretty much it. So just add some TVs. So it just adds a little bit more to the inside. And this is what Jack did, basically, just now. Pretty good, I think. But anyways, that is going to be all for this GameStop. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe. And if you have anything else that you want me to build next, just let me know and I'll get to it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day. Peace.